Happy Hump Day, everyone out there in the United States, Canada, Asia, Europe, Africa, Australia, and even to you penguins out in Antarctica. Welcome to the shortened Wednesday edition of A Laptop Hound. Good to see you guys. Ezra's in the house. Brown Bag Mulligan. Brown Bag Mulligan. I always am curious about why people give themselves the names that they do. Brown Bag Mulligan. Okay, here's my insight for Brown Bag Mulligan. He's a hard worker. He takes his lunches in the old-fashioned brown paper bag. He plays golf, and every once in a while, he likes to take a reshot and say to his golf partners, "Hey, there's my mulligan." Am I even close? You're a brown bagger taking your lunch, a hard worker, and you play golf once in a while and give yourself a mulligan. My second guess is that your first name is, or your last name is Mulligan, and I don't know, you collect brown bags. That's as good as I got. Good to see you guys here again. It is a weird week. This beta week is different than last beta week. It's pretty quiet out there. I can hear the crickets in the background. I can't make a cricket noise. I can make a lot of noises. Just ask my wife, but I cannot make cricket noises. Chirp, chirp. No, that's a bird. No, that's just irritating. Just like Ezra, EVC, and my singing on Monday. Yeah. That was kind of irritating. By the way, I highlighted that. It is now a clip on my channel. If you ever, want to hire some backup singers for your local band, just play that 1-minute clip. Rich Grisham on guitar, Ezra, Denny, EVC, and myself on the vocals. We don't charge much, just brown bag some food for us and we'll be good. Poor crickets, yeah. Yeah, Ave242 fellow, I'm glad you agree with me that it's a weird week. It's a weird beta week. Good. I'm not in this alone. Thank you. Not knowing that I have someone to share those feelings with. It just is a weird week. And believe me, I was part of the beta last year and it was a different feeling. This year, I don't know what it is. I don't know. Maybe I can't figure. I was thinking about that today. EVC was on and Dr. Dynastic was on, and it just felt different in this beta week. Maybe that's going to change on Friday when the official game comes out. I think a big part of it is it's hard for the people that don't play the beta right now, that haven't bought the game or are waiting till Steam comes out. Maybe it's hard for them to get really engaged and attached to the new game because they don't own it yet. So it's like me. I don't like watching movie trailers because I don't want to ruin the surprise when I go and see the movie. Maybe that's the same here. I don't have, if your line of thinking is, well, I'm waiting for Steam, so I can't play the beta. So I really don't want to watch a lot of streamers play the beta because it might ruin the surprise for me. And by the time I do start playing it, well, everything's, all the surprises are gone because I've seen everything. I don't know. I don't know what the reason is why it's a weird beta week. It's an OOTP liminal space. See, I don't understand that word. Liminal. Limited? I understand limited. I don't know what liminal is. I don't have my dictionary on me, Ezra. Sorry. I'm not well versed in certain words, as you know. So yeah, good to have you guys here. Again, thank you guys for tuning in, spending your time with me on this Wednesday. We're still going to do a lot of OOTP stuff today and tomorrow. I'm not going to really get hardcore into OOTP 25 until Friday when you Steam users have a copy of it and we can really start getting into it. But I do want to announce a couple things before we move forward. We've got one entry so far. See, this is why it's so strange, because usually by now I have like 20 entries in the free pack giveaway. I've got one, Brown Bag Mulligan. You want to try to enter to win 5 standard packs, OOTP 24. This is still OOTP 24. Can't give out 25 packs until at least Friday. Then, yeah, exclamation enter, exclamation ticket. I mean, there would be days where, there'd be 40 people here by now, and we'd have half of them in the entry. So it's a weird time. Again, the build up, the hype, the drive to the new release, all those videos are out. Spore did one with Dr. Dynastic last night on YouTube. It was only about 15 minutes. Nothing really new there. Everything they talked about, we already knew. It was kind of just like a recap, just like a summary, Cole's Notes version of Perfect Team 25. And again, it was only about 12 minutes or so. We also got some information about the beta. Of course, if you did pre-order it, you probably already have downloaded the beta. This does not apply to you Steam users. It's kind of interesting because a lot of people that are buying it on Steam expected to play the beta. And no. OOTP has mentioned that several times. It's right on the website. If you pre-order, you only get the beta if you pre-order the desktop version, the Fast Spring version. The platform of Steam doesn't allow you to play the beta. They allow you to wish list the game, and you can get it on Friday for the discount, 30% off, but you can't download the beta for it. So again, if you haven't been to the OOTP forums, that is kind of the Bible. That is the place you want to start and find out all the information about this game. Discord would be a close second, but I think the main place to get information is the forum. This was the OG. This was the original place where they posted all their information. Before Discord even existed, it was the forums. And if you have downloaded the beta, today they put out an update to the beta. Yeah, beta version 2, 1.2, 1.A, whatever you want to call it. They call it version 25.0.45. So if you go, well, Lap, I don't know if I have that one yet. Well, if you do have the beta downloaded from yesterday, if you go to the bottom of your screen, this screen right here, it says version 25.0 build 45. All right, so I have the most updated version because I updated it about a half an hour ago. If yours does not say 25.0.45, they've released a newer version of the beta. They will do that once in a while. And there are a few new features in there. And if you need to update, just go to the link I posted earlier, and you can find this link right here. In fact, let me put that link directly in the chat. Captain Kegleg in the house. The captain is here. Maybe on Friday it'll be the major. I can say the major is here. I don't know. Right now the captain is here. Good to see you, Captain. Dr. Dynastic with the raid. Thank you, Raiders. Hope you had a good stream there, Dr. Dynastic, and showing off. I like you played a little with the old game and with the new game. I'm kind of focused a little bit more on the old game, at least to begin with, because I'm not ready to let go of OOTP 24. Just like EBC, who was crying up a river on Monday that OOTP 24 was ending. I'm not ready to do that yet. Ezra was so excited. OOTP 25 is coming. You can see the excitement on his face, but EBC, yeah, he was simply not prepared for it. He was not. So welcome in again. Give you a few more seconds. Exclamation enter, exclamation ticket if you want to try and win 5 packs from OOTP 24, our early bird giveaway Again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're done. We're done. 3 entries. I'm telling you, it is a weird week. 3 entries in the early bird. You guys are sleeping. Ezra Denny, you had a 33% chance. That's the best chance you've ever had on my stream on winning anything. 33% chance. So Ezra, tonight on your show, if they get delivered by then, you'll have a few more packs to open up. Mark as complete. There you go. All right. Yeah, I was before the Raiders came in, I was talking. It's a weird week with the beta release. It seems very quiet, like eerily quiet everywhere. Weird, strange. So again, there is a new beta version. It is version 25.0.45. One more time, if you missed it with the Raiders coming in, you need to look at your downloaded beta version right now. And in the bottom, you'll see what build it currently is. If it says version 25, build 45, you're good. You've got the latest beta version. If it says anything different, then you can go to that website, download the newest version, and see all the little tweaks that they did. And tweaks? What tweaks? Well, we got breaking news. Breaking news here. Breaking news from Mathoki. Anytime someone mentions Dave Stieb, I consider that breaking news. And we got to have a little bit of hound love for Mathoki. Crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. No, you ain't ever caught a rabbit, and you ain't no friend of mine. Always a friend of mine when you mention Dave Stieb. Mathoki. Yes, I have that Dave Stieb. Hero Driver sold me the first Dave Stieb yesterday. You know, he gouged me a little bit, 500 points. I'm just kidding. I was willing to pay 500 points for a Dave Stieb card. And I have to admit, Mathoki, that card is a little bit scary on control. Little scary on control. But you know what? You've never caught a rabbit? Well, you're still a friend of mine, Dukeston, even if you haven't caught a rabbit. Still a friend. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the Dave Stieb card, the silver card. Remember, please do not start taking notes and statistics about all the cards you're seeing in the beta. Don't do that, because there's a very strong likelihood most of those, A, will not be in the game on Friday, B, will have completely different ratings, or C, both of the above. Beta is exactly it. It is beta. It is a playground to test things out. There are a lot of cards there with jacked up ratings that I don't think we're going to see for those level 40 and 42 and 45 cards on Friday. Now, some of them may still be there, but a lot of the cards in the beta are just auto-generated. Spore did not sit down and create, 500 cards for beta. He did not do that. There is a program they use which auto-generates them. So do not take a lot of notes with what you're seeing now. Don't say, oh, this card's really good in beta. As soon as the Friday hits, I'm going to go buy it. Well, it may not even be out there. It may not even be part of the initial release. Which cards will be there? Well, tune in tomorrow at around noon Eastern as Paul Sporer, our content creator, will be on Twipped, the first Twipped of the year. It'll still be OOTP 24 drops, though, because 25 drops do not come until probably Friday. Not 100%, but latest word is Friday. They will have drops for 24 for those that choose to stream 24 on their channel, and drops for 25 for those that have the 25 banner. Because today, EVC had the 25 banner, Dr. Dynastic and myself have the 24 banner. While Friday, you may see both of those. And those with 24, you get those packs. Those with 25, you will probably get those packs. But again, not 100% yet. You got to work it out with Twitch and get everything programmed in there for it to function. Again, if you have not bought the game yet and you want to try the beta, you still got a couple more days. And then the beta will go poof, it'll disappear. Just like our childhood. Poof, disappeared, gone. But we can still pretend we're children. Just watch our match game, from Monday. We were definitely acting like kids then. But yeah, the beta's gone. Everything you've done in the beta, gone. Next week, you won't be able to go into the beta and look at your team. Gone. You won't be able to look at those cards. Gone. Wiped. Any achievements, any perfect points, any packs that you haven't opened in the beta, gone. They do not transfer over to your main game. You start with a fresh slate, and you may get some loyalty packs if you pre-order. You may get some other bonus packs if you won things with the PTMS last month. But otherwise, it's a fresh start, fresh cards, fresh combinators, fresh chemistry. We like getting fresh here. Yes, we do. All right. The beta, what has changed, you may ask, Lap? Why should I download it at over 2 gigs? My Wi-Fi just can't handle it, Captain. She's not going to hold, Captain. The Wi-Fi, 2 gigs, which if you're in the rural areas, you understand what I mean. These are the changes for the beta. And if you're concerned more about the base game, that's kind of the top half of the list here. Some of the things they've fixed. And Perfect Team, you see those listed underneath here. They enabled the roster builder. So yeah, you can start building rosters. Will they transfer over to Friday's game? No, they will not, because they won't be the same cards. So, don't spend hours and hours building rosters thinking you're going to be able to use them on Friday, because you won't. Those cards probably won't be there. Some might, but definitely not all of them. But at least you can try it out. You can test it out. You can play around with it. I'm going to get to that in a second, GT. We're going to talk about the packs only. So yeah, as soon as we get through a couple more things. Also, they added content release lists to the home screen. I guess I can show you that. Because we got to show you some of the changes, because you might not be aware. So let's bring that up. Let's show you the first two here. What do you mean, released content to the home screen, Lap? Show us. Show us what that looks like. You could be making this up, which sometimes, might be accurate. But right here on your home screen, where they usually show you your roster, which you currently could go to, you can go to your current roster. But now there's a pull-down menu that you could look at the latest content drops. So this is going to be handy throughout the year, and you're going, oh man, which cards came out on Thursday? Which cards came out in the Tuesday treasure trove? Well, you're going to have a list here. And you can simply click on the card or right-click it. No, you can't right-click it. You can click on the card, and it takes you right to the card shop to purchase that card. So that's a nice quality of life feature. I like that one. Remember, you can always go back in the pull-down menu to revert back to your current roster. The other thing is the tournament build, the roster build, which I mentioned first. So that you access from the main screen here. If you go into tournaments, right here at the top now, they've added a 5th tab. Right? It used to be tournament rankings was the last tab. Now they've got roster builder. And again, you can play around with that. You can name your roster build. You can set it. You can delete it. You want to update it on the server. Obviously, anytime you build a roster, you want to update it. You can create a new roster, give it a name, pick a specific tournament style that you're building a roster for, and then save it. Yeah. So have some fun. Play around with that before Friday. Just don't expect to be able to use those rosters in Friday's tournament. Roster Builder. I don't know what accent that was, but it was kind of cool. Rasta Belda. Next up, what else is new? They fixed some of the combinator errors with the mismatched points because for some cards, the same era cards were different points on different cards, or the same year cards, or the same teammate cards were different. So they fixed that. They fixed the tournament rosters being cleared. Some people are having issues with that. They fixed some of the chemistry calculation concerns out there. They adjusted the combinator impact on defense. So remember how you had all those +2s or +3s or +4s, and then you had some on defense as well. So the defensive aspect, they fixed that. Fix some AI roster issues with tournament players' experience. Fixed roster submit on cell order creation. Change the pack opening sound. Yeah, people were complaining, figuring there was a burglary going on. I admit, if you had your sound blasted on like 100, first time you opened those packs, it was like the flash and then the sound. It was like, whoa, that's scary. That's too scary for me. Please change it. So they fixed that. They fixed the pack opening button disappearing when you resize the screen. They fixed pack opening when 3D is disabled. I know some people are having issues with the size of their screen being really small. You don't like a small screen? Well, you can enhance it. And in the Discord, there was a thread there about how you can enhance your screen. You don't want it this small, you want it this big. You can do that through the OOTP enhancement somewhere in the settings. What else is going on? Just checking out the chat. Mr. Audit's here. Dukeston's here. T. Davis is here. And that's about it. Like I said, it's eerily quiet. You guys are scaring me. What, did they put something in the water? You guys are usually a little bit more jacked up and hyped. All right. So again, the new version, the new beta version is out there on the website right here. Download it. You simply have to re-download the file, click install. It saves everything you had before. You don't have to start from scratch. Everything is saved. And right on the website, if you want to check out the changes, it's right there. Fix several cosmetic issues. How many of us need that? We all need to fix our cosmetic issues. Guys, let's we don't have much of OOTP 24 left. Let's do this. Come on. Let's reminisce. Let's retro and play a bounty. And we're going to do this based on what's coming up a little bit later. We're going to do a matrix viewer request. Welcome to American's Top 40. Here is a long distance request from Ezra Denny to his love Squirrel. Ezra would like to play We're Here for a Good Time, Not a Long Time by Trooper. Great Canadian band. Well, this viewer request was not a song. This viewer request was for a Matrix series. They spent their Helm Biscuits. Crash SF Giants said, Lap, play the 2010 Giants in the Matrix. But I want you to add two players. I want you to add Atlanta Braves, Raphael Belliard, and Dave Stieb from the 80s Blue Jays. Put them in the lineup. But put Dave Stieb as a number 5 starter because I want my Giants ahead of him. Okay, fair enough. He'll start as a number 5 starter. And Raphael Belliard from 1992, he's coming on the team. So we're going to play this a little later. I am going to put out the contest form now, though, because you guys, again, 10 packs on the line, OOTP 24. One of the last days, we're giving away OOTP 24 packs. In 48 hours from now, or just over 48 hours, we won't be giving away OOTP 24 packs. So if you want a chance to win, free to enter guess, predict, speculate on how you think this series is going to turn out. The Giants, 2010, Tim Lincecum, Buster Posey, Aubrey Huff, Barry Zito, some other guy, and that guy too. They will be in the lineup as we go through the matrix in the second half of the show. But first of all, the bounty. And in tribute to Crash SF Giants, our bounty is going to be a tough one, maybe. It's the double elimination, ID 194. Remember, this is Perfect Team 24. So boot that game up. Go to your perfect drafts. Select ID 194. 16 teams. Whoever defeats me wins 10 packs. 10, I tell you. 10, not 5 this time. 10 if you defeat me. Here's the caveats. How do you like Ezra? How do you like that one, Ezra? Here's the caveat. Caveat or caviar, one of the two. You must have at least 13 total Giants, Jays, or Braves on your team. It's got to have their logo, their name on the card. Not players that used to play for that team, but players with the card with one of those 3 teams. Hope you get a lot of choices. You have to have at least half of your team, 13 players. I'm making this last one a tough one. 13 players. Well, maybe we'll do a bounty tomorrow. 13 that are either Jays, Giants, or Braves in honor of our upcoming Matrix showdown here. For every one that you're short, if you only end up with 12, you got to bench 1 player. Any player on your team, anyone. If you're 2 short, you got to bench 2 players. 3 short, you got to bench 3 players. I would think most people would get at least 9 or 10. If you don't, that's a really sucky random draft. So there you go. Get entered. Chance to win 10 packs. You can only win if you defeat me and if you follow the rules by having Giants, Jays, and Braves. And I don't care if it's the New York Giants or the San Francisco Giants. If it says Giants on the card, it's good. If it says Braves on the card, it's good. Or, of course, the Toronto Blue Jays. Oh, Ezra Denny. You're a man of magic, love, and words. Again, you mentioned Dave Stieb, you get a little hound dog. No. For you, you get a little match game. Ezra Denny with the perfect Dave Stieb in round 1. Well, that worked out nice for you. Okay, let's do this bounty. Only 6 people? See, it's weird. These last few days, these bounties would fill up like that. You guys out there, is this thing on? Get in the bounty. Double elimination, perfect draft. ID 194. I didn't want to do this with the beta because not everyone owns the beta. And for sure, we probably wouldn't be able to fill it up too quickly, but you guys should still have OOTP 24. You haven't uninstalled it yet, I hope. Okay, let's draft our team here. Llamas are in. We've got Ezra in. We got GT Sundown with the bad Willie Mays in. Make sure you're declaring the chat if you're in. Washington Park Rangers are in. The Sundown Sloths are in. Crash SF Giants is in the chat. Again, fill out the form if you haven't already. Let me pin it for those of you that might be coming in late. There you go. And I hope Crash SF Giant enters and wins this because he came up with the idea. The Little River Hounds are in. Cody, good to see you. All right, perfect draft, double elimination. ID 194. You have to draft. It's right on the screen, right down there. Braves, Giants, Jays. New York Giants are fine. Boston Braves are fine. Toronto Blue Jays are fine. 6 entries, guys. Mind you, like I said, it's been a weird week. All right, the break is about to kick in, so we'll be back in 2 minutes. Finish off your drafting. Let us know who your perfect pick was, or if you have to. Remember, you don't have to bench non-Jays or Braves. Just you have to bench if you get less than 13. All right, back in 2 minutes. All right, welcome back, everyone. Hope your Wednesday is going well. Midway through the week, weekend's almost here, and again, we're doing a bounty draft. Still places open. If you want to win 10 standard packs in OOTP 24, then all you have to do is defeat me with the rules below. You got to follow those rules. Reminder: Friday, the new game comes out. Again, 30% off if you pre-order or if you buy it within the first week. That 30% will still be there for the first week of release. So if you have to wait for some moolah to come in, then you still have another week up until about March 21st, somewhere around there, to save 30% on the game. CC Vector, thank you, CC Vector, for the follow about 15, 20 minutes ago. What's the Victor Vector? Thank you for joining the Dog Pound. Welcome to the Pound. Your playground is ready for you. Where was I? Oh yeah, Weird Wednesday, and my wife is spraying some things that she works on with like varnish. So if I'm even goofier than usual, woo, that stuff is strong. Ooh, holy smokes. Ooh, all right. It's not my coffee. Yeah, it's the varnish that she's spraying. Oh. Oh yeah. Again, not a for sure thing that we're going to get OOTP 25 packs on Friday. So please don't 100% think that you're going to get OOTP 25 packs on Friday. They're working on it. There's things that have to be done. There's I's that have to be crossed and T's that have to be dotted. It's the varnish. But soon, if it's not Friday, it will be soon after that we get pack drops for OTP 25. Okay, let's do this draft here. Boston Braves count. Yep. If it's a Braves, a Giants, or a Jays. Boston Braves. So when I look up your team and I see all the team names, as long as it's got the word Braves, Giants, or Blue Jays. All right, round one. See, some of these logos I'm not familiar with. I think Boston's just like a big B, right? The Boston Braves. Rube Foster, where did you play? Anything to do with Giants? No. Yeah. Chai. Padres, Reds. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I don't have to bench these guys as long as I have 13. So I still want the best players. Johnny Bench and who wants to play Kim? Jays, Braves, and Giants. As long as I get Daddy Wags, then we're good. There's a J, Bo Bichette. I better take him while he's here. So you're going to have to take some live players. And let's go Jake. So far, not too good. 1 out of 2 rounds getting one of those 3 players. Boston Braves. The NEL cards are tough because can't see the full name here. Kansas. I don't think that's the Boston team. Ed Ryle. Were you on a Giants team? Detroit something. Well, we're going to take James Wood. Wood and Schneider. Ooh, not looking good for the Hound here. Not looking good. Okay, this is Boston Braves, right? This B here. Can someone, is that the Braves? Jay Shaps is in this little logo, or is that still the Red Sox? I'm not gonna pick this guy until I get confirmation. What is that blue B? Oh, Ezra. Okay, good. At least we know it can be done. Ezra got his 13. Is this a Boston Brave? Yes, Johnny. Thank you. Okay, good. So that blue B is what we're looking for. So any Giants, it could be New York Giants, any Blue Jay, and any Brave. And again, I get none of those except that one guy. So let's go with, I better grab just any catcher right now. Again, still some slots open. You see the rules there down below. You got to follow those 10 standard packs on the line. Ezra, did you take all Jays, Braves, and Giants? Seriously? I've had one offered to me. Ryan Howard. And let's go with Swingin' Sammy. Okay, is this, what team is this? Johnny, help me out with the old logos. Is this New York Yankees or New York Giants? Oh, Jay Shaps. No way. No way. You got both of those guys in the first round? Oh, man. Okay. Well, Jay Shaps, we got to play the Hound for you. Here you go.
Winner. Winner.
Nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. No, you ain't ever caught a rabbit, and you ain't no friend of mine.
I'm telling you to get both Dave Stieb and Tom Hankey in the first round. And here I'm struggling to find anyone. So let's go Judy Johnson. Remember, for everyone that you're short 13, you have to bench a player. So right now I have to bench 11 people. Okay, Johnny, Johnny, I need your help again. Which one is this? Kind of looked like the other one, but I'm thinking maybe this is the Yankees instead. 1942. What do we got on that one? Oh, there's a Blue Jay. That is the Yankees. Okay, thanks, Ezra. That's the Athletics. Oh, I got a Brave. Okay, good. My very first Brave player in round 7. We got a Brave and a Blue Jay. Okay, things are looking up. There's a Giant, Mitch Haniger. Where's Evan Gaddis? Evan Gaddis, come on. Oh, we got Adam Lind. Okay, we got 2 in that round too. Good. Oh, we got a Brave Tyler Flowers, but I got 2 catchers. We better go those 2. What is this logo here? I don't want to miss out. It's hard to read. Is that Braves? Blauser's a Brave? But what about Roy Sievers? What's Roy Sievers? You can check too if you like of the players you've drafted already, if you just go to the default, it'll show all the teams right here. So yeah, New York Giants. Yeah, I'm still short a few. That's Browns? Oh, okay. I saw a B there, so I was hoping. Blauser is a Brave, thank you. And then I guess is just pick anyone here. Who do I want? Let's go with another pitcher. Don't have many pitchers. This I'm telling you, this may have been easy for Ezra because he got 13, but this is extremely tough for me because again, no one on this page qualifies. So we're just going to take any 2. Remember, you don't have to bench everyone. That's not a Brave or Jay or Giant, but you have to have at least 13. Jack Matchett. Can't see your team, Jack. Wonder if I could see it anywhere else on here. What team are you playing for, Jack? Real life stats. Nope. History? Nope. I don't want to look you up either. Okay, so since I don't have any other choices anyway, we'll take you. Jack. Now, if this was Dodgers, I'd have a full team of Dodgers already. I'm getting so many Dodgers. Oh, there are a couple Braves. There's one Brave here, and there's one Blue Jay, Jim Clancy. We're good. Didn't a lot of the NEL players, though, Ezra, play with teams that were named Giants? Or was that, am I thinking like just way too early in history? Because I know for a period of time there were so many teams with Giants at the end of their name. That's right, GT. You have to bench non-Jays, Giants, or Braves. Oh, there's a Giants, Vaughn Joshua. And there's a Blue Jay. Okay, we did get 2 in that round. Last round, 2 more to go. And no one to choose from. That must be Chicago Cubs. I'm guessing that's a Bear Cub. Cardinals. Well, you definitely want to meet up against me because I sucked at trying to get players that fit the description. So we're just going to pick any 2 guys. We only got 7 pitchers so far, 4, 6, 7. So I better take 2 pitchers. Otherwise, it won't let me do the settings here. So we're going to take Mitch Harris. Lap, what a sucky bounty set of rules you had today. But hey, we're honoring Crash SF Giants, who came up with the Matrix idea. All right, now I got to count up my players. Jorge Solar, Vaughn, Mitch, Jeff, Bo, Devin, Adam, Nels, Michael, Ryu, and Clancy. That's not bad. I got 11. I only have to bench 2 guys. I expected to do much worse than that. Wow. Okay, so now where's my iron guys to bench? Where are you? Overall. And they can't be pitchers, so we're going to bench. Unfortunately, all my lower level cards are the ones I have to keep. Yeah. Okay. Mitch, no, I can't bench a pitcher. I need them. Hank Sauer. Just got to bench 2. And I guess I got to bench a silver guy. No, I can't. No, I can. Mike, no, he's a pitcher. I need my pitchers. Let's bench. Where's my excess? So I've only got 5, 6, 7, 9 pitchers. That's going to hurt. Who gets benched? Braves, Blue Jays, Giants, and my backup catcher. Every single one of my bench guys I have to keep on the roster. I guess Sammy Sosa. Sammy, you're going off the team. Benching a gold. So remember, count them up. For every one you're below 13, you have to bench a player. I only had 11, so 13 minus 11 is 2. I know, GT. I only 6 people. Weird week. Much different than the beta release last year. Just I don't know what it is. People busy, or people taking a break? Are people not playing as much? Are people waiting until Friday? Because last year there was a lot of hype around the beta. I remember doing beta streams last year and there were like 200 and some people watching during the beta week. Maybe they're just OOTP'd out. We tuckered them out on Monday with the award show. It's like, whoa, that was so bad. I got to take a week off. I need a break. Or that was so good. I need a week off. Got to take a break. Still only 6 teams. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll let it fill. If for some reason I get knocked out by a team that doesn't follow the rules, well, there's not much we can do and no one's going to get the packs. But I was hesitant on doing a bounty today, but then I saw Dr. D raid over and we had over 100 people. And I thought, surely we could get 16 people. Surely we could get 10% of the watchers to play in one last OOTP 24 bounty. But no, we got 6. And one of them's me. Well, let's shout out. Let's shout out the participants here. Come on, let's go to my tournaments. Perfect draft. Okay. And it crashes. Kind of fitting because Crash SF Giants designed the Matrix, so makes sense that the game would crash. $67. And yes, some PAX only news coming up too. I hope you guys are going to want to have some fun without a lot of pressure with some PAX only gameplay. Okay, let's go find that again. All right, a big shout out to our 6 contestants so far. We've got the Little River Hounds. We've got the Portland Llamas. We've got the Scotia Scooties.
Winner.
We got the Starfleet Red Shirts. And we've got the Sundown Sloths. Sorry, GT, that was the only one I have left, and you were at the bottom of the list. So you get the kitty song. Okay, well, again, we'll see how that goes. We'll let it fill up. Still got a little bit of time to enter into the Matrix contest. There it is right there, pinned. EVC's in the house. EVC. I mentioned earlier, EVC, that it's a weird last couple of days as a streamer. I don't know if you're feeling it too. There were a couple viewers earlier that mentioned that Lap, it does feel a little bit weird with this beta release. The atmosphere seems a little different. I don't know. I just feel something's different. Maybe it's just me. Cody, if you want to use an alt, yeah, go ahead. If you want to fill this up with one of your alt teams, I don't care. I do not care as long as you follow those same rules. So 7 people have entered. I'm going to take these instructions off the screen because it covers up too much. So boom, that is gone. I was able to get 11 Blue Jays, Braves, or Giants. And remember, if you do join, it can be any Braves, the Atlanta Braves or the Boston Braves. It can be any Giants, the New York Giants or the San Francisco Giants. As long as it says Giants on the card. All right, next. Coming up in about 20 minutes, we're going to play out the Matrix. And in an hour's time, we're going to raid over to the commish, FKN commish and his EMLB. They'll be running at 7:30 Eastern time. We're going to raid over there. And also tomorrow at around noon Eastern, Spore, the content creator, is going to be on with a Twipped-like episode where he's going to answer questions from Monday night. He's also going to show off some content, some cards that are going to be on the game on Friday. So stay tuned for that. Program your clock around noon tomorrow Eastern. We should see a Twipped-like episode from Spore because Spore is going to be doing Twip now. It won't be DishNet. It will be Spore. So again, you got about 10 more minutes for a chance to win 10 packs, 7 responses so far. Weird. I said it right from the outset. And it's still weird these last couple days. 5L, 2 more tournaments to go today and tomorrow. Last night, Ezra Denny knocked me out of the 5L in the quarterfinals. 3 days in a row, I lose out 1 round before the money round. And yesterday it was Ezra that did it. Ezra would go on to the finals where he would go to 7 games. Yeah. 7 games in the final in the 5L yesterday before the Manchester Worker Bees won, I think 5-4. I think they might have won they won by 1 run. That's how close Ezra came to his 2nd tournament championship. So congratulations to the Manchester Worker Bees, the Starfleet Red Shirts, the Podunk Silkworms, And we are Marshall Mice for the top 4 finishers. Right now, Andy from Sheffield with 2 tournaments to go has a 2-point lead over GT Sundown. The Dashins are 3 points back. The Beachport Blue Hornets and Firenor are 4 points back. And then we have the Halos, the Passamaquoddy, the Llamas, the Tippy Canoe Terrors, Warbots Escape from New York, and yesterday's winner, Manchester Worker Bees. 2 more, today and tomorrow. After tomorrow's tournament, we can award the winner with 15 packs. And once the new 5L comes out, we will do this again. And I'm going to be adding another prize for our monthly winner. Stay tuned for that. Come on, 5L, make your appearance soon in OOTP 25. Next up, you guys want to have some fun, right? I feel like one of those commercials where they show like someone sad sitting on the couch, pressing the remote control, looking all sad. And then the announcer goes, "You want to have some fun? Well, you can have some fun. Put that remote control down and join Laps Pack Only Team League." Yes. Simple, based on trust, based on cards you get in packs. You will, as best as possible, be matched up with teams that are packs only, just like EVC and his friend list with the theme teams. We're going to try and do something similar to that with the packs only using cards for your league play. This is not tournaments. This is not perfect drafts or anything like that. This is just your league team. So remember, you get 3 teams with each license, probably a 4th team again when OOTP Go comes out. And if you want to, with one of those teams, run a league team with only cards you get in packs, this is a league for you to join. So you simply have to join my Discord. There it is there, Discord. There is a thread there to sign up. And so far, we got close to 20 people. If we can get 30 within the next week or so, then we might all be able to get into the same rookie league with the 30 teams in rookie, which will be cool if we have 30 packs only rookie teams. So myself, Minerva, Timland, Tesuiji, Dono, Cody, 68 Pirate, Buck Cheeks, Barmy Fungi, Barry Basher, Don't Cut the D Block Dragon, Tactile Necks, As Hopping Cart, Punk, D Phil B, or B Phil B, Big Daddy, Brent, and Stacko Cakes are the ones that have signed up so far. And again, the rules, I'll kind of go through them so that you kind of know what to expect. And then you can decide if it's something you might want to be part of. Number 1. Where's my flashing graphics? Number 1, crackle, crackle, crackle. All players on your league team must be from a pack you open from that team. Number 2, you are allowed to sell cards, but cannot buy cards off the card shop. Number 3, you are allowed to use any of your perfect points to buy packs. Number 4, you are allowed to use mission cards. However, you cannot purchase cards off the shop to complete missions. Number 5, historical perfect cards you open, I'm going to request that you screenshot it and post it in the packs only fire poll section of my Discord. Just a little bit of proof. So if you're running a high-end meta perfect historical guy, we just look at your screenshot and yeah, there it is. It's in it. He screenshotted it. Number 6, when you create your team, whatever you may call it, put PCK at the end of your team name, just like BBD or TTC with the theme teams. That way you have unique part of your team name that can easily be searchable for a friend list. Otherwise, it's tough to track people down. Then when you're searching, like we do with theme teams, we put TTC, you would put PCK, hit the little refresh button, and all the PAX only teams will show up with the leagues that they're currently in. Number 7, no limit on how many PAX only teams you run, just like theme teams. If you want 5 theme teams, you can have 5 PAX only teams. I don't care, as long as they all follow the same rules. Number 8, each week you can search PCK in the managers list and add those teams as a friend. And if you don't know how to do that, we'll show you in the first week or so. Number 9, anytime you want to stop and say, I don't want to be a PAX only team, that's fine. Just post it in my Discord. Take the PCK off the end of your name so people don't accidentally add you to their league. Number 10, if this expands to many teams, then we'll set up a list like EVC has with a Word document or a spreadsheet that will kind of indicate every Sunday. I don't mind putting the time in and kind of indicate, okay, add these people to your friend list to be part of the same silver league. But that's only if it really, explodes to like 80 teams or so. Number 11, if you accidentally buy a card or buy cards off the card shop, maybe you thought you were on your main team and you bought some cards, that's fine. That's fine. Just don't play them on your league team here. You can use cards in tournaments. That's fine, to try and win packs and then open those packs and use cards from them. But you just cannot purchase cards off the card shop for your main team. So it's like the card shop doesn't exist for buying. You can sell, you just can't buy. And then at the bottom, it says, as a streamer, I'll put a lot of focus on this league and highlight certain teams and games each week, as well as show you some of the top fire polls each week. Again, a lot of this cannot be verified. So we're working on the honor system. I hope everyone can create teams that respect the rules. Simply another fun way to try and compete. And I know D-Block's part of this as well. And he kind of said on his streams, he would some of these PAX only teams too. So again, if you're interested, join my Discord and have some fun with it. Just hey, I got 15 packs. Let's rip them and let's find out who gets to join my team. I think it'll be fun. I've always wanted to try it. I know a lot of people out there do this already in the last couple years. They only play packs only, but there was no real organization to it. And so they'd end up maybe with one other packs only team, and it's hard to compete. But if I can organize it to get as many of you guys in one league as possible each week, then the competition makes it a little bit closer. Pizza. Actually, no. Lud. Pizza is probably not my favorite. Pierogies and kolbasa. And then probably pizza. A good deep dish pizza. A Chicago style pizza. Those are the best. And pierogies. And kolbasa. What is yours, Lud? What is your favorite meal? And you can't copy mine. It's got to be something different. I am not a fan of poutine, Commander Solo. I freely admit, as a Canadian, I don't like poutine. I like fries and gravy, or I like fries and ketchup. I do not like fries and mayonnaise. That's more of a European thing. There are people in Europe, they put mayonnaise, Miracle Whip, on their French fries. Ugh, ugh. Ugh. What's next? Relish on hot dogs? Ugh. All right, break's kicking in, guys. Feel free to ask me more of your culinary questions after the break. See you in 2 minutes. Get in the bounty. I'll put the banner up one more time. Get in the bounty. Win some packs. Back in 2.
I am strolling along, just minding my business, humming a song. I'm happy by myself, not a care in the world. This is a life, just me, myself, and I. I am watching the clouds up in the sky, all but laughing out loud. I'm telling you why I'm living the life, just me, myself, and I. I used to think that life was cold and lonely. When you up and left me, sadness overwhelmed me. I'm out and about, painting the town red. I'm coming around. There ain't no doubt about it. I'm no longer blue. So glad we are through. Just me, myself, and I. Last night I cried, I thought I'd die without you. Those tears are gone, no, I don't even care about you. I'm happy again, life is a blessing if I think of you. Ain't a thing that I've been missing, I'm here on my own, just singing this song. Now that you're gone, I'm...
All right. Enough of that. We're back after the break. Packs only. Here's an example. I ran a packs only in the last 2 weeks. If you watched my show about maybe about a week and a half ago, I had a new account, still one alt account I hadn't used. Had a lot of packs because I logged into it every day, opened up all those packs and used them in kind of a packs only situation. And right now I am in the rookie league and my record is 59-10 with my packs only rookie team, called 349 days later, because from the time I bought the game, it was 349 days later that I set up the team, which again was just about a week and a half ago. So yeah, 59-10. Of course, I did have a lot of packs saved up on that, so I am going to get some of the better cards with a lot of those packs. Currently, a lot of diamond, a lot of gold in rookie right now. No real meta, still running one bronze on it. No perfect players on this team. I do have one perfect card, Ken Caminiti, but he didn't make the team. Go figure. He's not on the team. So again, you can only use players from packs that you get or from missions that are completed from packs or cards from packs. You can't buy. For right now, I need one more card for easy early common. I just need one more. You know, I could go to the card shop and go, oh, for $400 or 400, 800 perfect points, 670. Oh, just buy it to complete the mission. No, I can't do that. You have to wait until you pull one of those cards in a pack. If you win tournaments like I did here with this team, I've won a couple tournaments. So I can go and I got a silver choice pack. I can open that up and I can pick a player and I can use that card on my packs only because this is a pack. It's a choice pack. So those cards are eligible if you win them. So again, an example of what a packs only situation looks like. Jay Shaps, I saw a question earlier. Can you tell if a card is bought? Let me see if I find that. What did you exactly ask? It's about telling whether card was bought or sold. Is there a way to see if your card was opened or bought? Not with OOTP 24. OOTP 24, when you go to your transactions, you can see which cards are bought. So you go through the transactions and it will say, got card from card shop, 50 points or whatever it might be. But it doesn't show you the cards in the packs. You can't go and see which cards you opened. But by a process of elimination, you can go through your transaction history. And if you haven't bought it, well, you've opened it. For example, I'm just going to go buy one. I'm not going to put it on my team anyway. Let's go to the card shop here. Let me just buy any cheap player. Someone that's like, ooh, I submitted my team and I didn't even mean to. Who's cheap? 6 points. Andrew Abbott, who I own already anyway. So buy him. So now I go to my transaction history and there you go. Got card from a buy order, Andrew Abbott. So those ones that will track for you, but it won't show you the cards you got in a pack, unfortunately. It'd be nice if they had like an instant replay where if you open a pack, you could hit instant replay and it would reopen it, just in case you wanted to get a screenshot or a little video clip of it. So again, packs only, join the Discord and check it out if you want to be part of a packs only club. With OOTP 25, the transaction screen is even more detailed. If you haven't checked it out, maybe you don't own the beta, but when you do go into the beta version, as soon as it fires up, remember there's a new build that was put out today, version 25, build 45. So if you're still playing yesterday's version, you need to go to the forum and re-download it to get the newest update. One of the newest updates is that you can go to your current roster here and look at latest content drops, and it will show you all the recent cards that have been released. Very handy. And then you can just click on that card and it takes you right to the card shop if you want to see if there's any available. I try right-clicking on it, nothing happens. Oh yeah, so if you go to market transaction history, at least in the beta, it crashed on me. Let's try this again. I was wondering, it's like nothing's happening. Where is it? There's no transactions. Okay, so that means I got to go restart the game. So yes, betas will crash once in a while. They are a little bit more unstable than the usual games. And the good thing is too, is that your password and your username transfers over. You don't need to go and re-register it with an email address. Simply in the new game, type in your username, your password, and it should work. Of course, mine says password not eligible. Okay, let me focus. Happy hump day, guys. Wednesday out there. And hope you're having a great night. There we go. So the new build that came out today, what it allows you to do is to go into this tab on the top right that says Roster Builder. That wasn't in yesterday's build. And here you can go and you can create a new roster based on the type of tournament that you want to. This is their sandbox. This is what they called the sandbox. So you go and say, okay, I want to save a roster for only live cards with a DH. You go, you give it a name, blah, 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 blah. You click save, and then you go and you can set a roster. Fire it up. So this is basically saves you from going into a tournament to build a roster, which you had to do before. And then you had to remember to exit the tournament if you didn't actually want to be part of it. So it brings you here. You go and you look at manage cards, and it automatically, you can set it to show only the cards that are eligible. So for that roster build, which I said only live players, it's only showing me the eligible live players for that tournament. So I go and I activate 26 players that I want on that roster. I set up my pitching, I set up my hitting, and once I've done that, then I simply save the roster and it will always be there. Now, anytime you enter a live tournament, as soon as you enter the tournament, for example, show tournaments, see here it says roster. It's got a little pull down menu. I manually set that one. But if I established a live roster, I would imagine it would say live roster that I set up. Whatever I titled it, you should see it on this pull down menu. Or you can go the old fashioned way, go into the roster and import it from your saves. So very cool. There's the roster builder. That is in the new build that just came out today. Ludlud, yeah, I know, I hear you. Being a Steam, it's tough to sit back. But the good thing, Ludlud, is that most of this changes on Friday. Like in terms of the cards and the ratings, like when I go and I look at the Dave Stieb, or I go and look at, I don't know, Mike Mims, this card probably won't be there on Friday. A lot of these ratings, in my opinion, are juiced up. Like this is a 57. You would think that early on in the game, most of your irons are going to be not as juiced up with all that blue on it. So 100% do not think that the ratings you see today are going to be the same ratings on Friday. Do not even think that the same cards are going to be there. A lot of these cards are auto-generated, not produced by Sporer. He didn't do the ratings for all these. They're auto-generated, and they're just put into a beta version. And then they're wiped on Friday. And so the new transaction history, if it doesn't crash on me again, see it crashed again. So there's a bug. Twice in a row, it crashes. And because Crash SF Giants made today Matrix, maybe that's just a sign we need to go and do that right now. So you got about 3 more minutes to fill out the Google form that used to be pinned. You got about a 1 in 10 chance of winning. I think we got about 10 entries so far. And okay, we're logged in once again. I am not going to go check transactions. All right, we've got our San Francisco 2010 Matrix. Let's fire that one up. And GT Sundown says 6 more spots in the bounty. If you're just joining in, join the bounty tournament, ID double elimination, ID 194. Be careful. Sean said there's 2 perfect drafts with an ID of 194. You want the one that's double elimination, DBLE. That's the one you want. And there are the rules for the bounty. Draft as many Jays, Braves, and Giants as you can. You have to have at least 13 for every one you're short. You have to drop someone off your roster. And GT is the same as me. I ended up with 11, so I had to bench 2 of them that were not Braves, Giants, or Jays. You can't bench a Brave, Giant, or Jay. You have to keep those 11 on your roster. Any 2 other ones, though. Squirrels are in and you got 9, so you have to bench 4. Any 4 non-Jay, Brave, or Giant. Ezra got all 13, so Ezra's good. He's got 26 players on his roster. All right, one more minute to enter into the Matrix contest. GT, have you checked on the laptop daily? Do you know how far that we are in that one? I know I got knocked out in round one, so I stopped paying attention to it. Got frustrated. Round one loss. Okay, while we're waiting for some last minute entries here, let's go into the lower level lounge. I saw EVC made up a slide for that. The lower level lounge. It looked like a cozy place. So once again, I lost out in 7 games. My way of working is I either lose in 7 in round 1 or I go and lose in the quarterfinals. I'm either a round 1 guy or a quarterfinal guy. That's how it's been pretty much for 2 weeks straight. Round 1 or quarterfinals. So currently we are in the semis. Yeah. The Detroiters, Paul Spore's Detroiters beat the Yankees. The Yankees beat the Yanni Yahi. One Yankee good, one Yankee not so good. Escape from New York, 4-2 over the Sound Tigers, the team that beat me. And the Typhoon take out the Giants 4-3. In the semis, Spore's Detroiters beat the Mill Basin Yankees. And we're going to game 7 between Warbot and the Typhoon. So good luck. The only team in the top 10 right now for the overall monthly leaderboard is Escape from New York. The Detroiters are not. Spore's other team, the Dashans are, but not the Detroiters. So Charles can jump into first place with a win here today. Yeah, again, yeah, it's tough. It is tough. There is no easy round in this 5L. And it's going to be fun when it comes out early in the game because we're not going to be really familiar with the cards. So it's going to be a crapshoot for the first week or so until we start to get to know the cards better. And anyone can win. So yeah, be prepared for the 5L coming to a OOTP 25 tournament near you. Okay, we're going to close the forum. We got to get to the matrix because we're going to raid into the commish in about a half-hour time here. So let's go over here. I'm back tomorrow as well after TWIPs. We're going to have a trivia contest tomorrow. Let me put that little teaser up. Let's put this teaser up. Stay tuned. OOTP 25 Thursday trivia coming up tomorrow after TWIPs. Can you win the first trivia of the cycle? Tune in tomorrow to Laptop Hound at around 2 p.m. Eastern and get involved in the trivia. "16 responses. Closing off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right, let's take a look at what you guys guessed here in terms of today's quick matrix. Will the Giants make the postseason? 94% of you said yes. Well, if they don't make the postseason, I don't need to create a sheet because we have our winner. Only one person said they won't make the playoffs. And if it's USF Giants, I'm gonna laugh. Who said no? Who said no? Captain Kegleg doesn't think the Giants will make the postseason. Well, he will be our automatic winner if they miss out. Oops, we got to delete that one. How did that old one get in there? Delete. Delete. There we go. We only have 15. One person said no. What else? How many RBIs will Raphael Belliard, who's not a starter on the team right now? So a lot of you are thinking 20 to 39. How many wins will the Giants get? 89 to 109, like they did in real life. How many wins will Dave Stieb get as the number 5 guy to start? 9 to 11 is the popular answer. Mr. Sandoval, how many home runs he had in 2010? He had 13, and the majority of people are saying he's going to get between 10 and 19. Tiebreakers, how many wins for Tim Lincecum? Anywhere from 12 to 22. And Buster Posey's final WAR. In real life, it was 3.0. We have everywhere from 2 to 4.9. All right. Good luck as we head to the Matrix. 2010 Giants with 2 special teammates, Raphael Belliard and Dave Stieb. And we are using the OOTP 25 base game engine here. So this was created in the base game, which again uses different ratings because all the ratings go up to 550 now. And so when we look at, someone like Tim Lincecum, he may have different ratings in OOTP 25 than he had in OOTP 24. So he's projected their number 1. We got Matt Cain, we got Jonathan Sanchez, Barry Zito, and Dave Stieb. In the bullpen, Brian Wilson. They put Bumgartner in the bullpen, Sergio Romo, Afelt, Moto, Castilla, and Bautista. Your lineup for the San Francisco Giants: at catcher, Benji Molina and Buster Posey. At first base, we have Aubrey Huff and Travis Ishikawa. At second base, Freddie Sanchez. Playing third, Pablo Sandoval. Shortstop, we've got Raphael Belliard, Mark DeRosa, Edgar Renteria, and Juan Urube. And in the outfield, John Boker, Aaron Rowand, Andre Torres, and Nate Schierholtz. Again, we are on CPU, so if the CPU makes any changes during the season, that's up to them to do, but this is what we're starting with our opening day lineup. DeRosa got hurt in the first month, and you never saw them again. All right, Crash, you constructed it. Anything in the pitching area you want to change in terms of the lineup? Let me show you the ratings. When I auto it, it puts Dave Stieb at the number 2 spot. You want me to move everyone up and Steve at number 5, or do you want to keep him at number 2? Okay, move him up. You want me to put Bumgartner in where Zito is as your number 5 guy, or do you want Zito as your number 4 guy? Where do you want Zito, bullpen or starter? And then in the base game, remember they've added some catching categories and some speed categories. So here we see the ratings for Buster Posey's blocking, his framing, his arm. And then for some of your speed guys, we see stealing aggressiveness, stealing ability. Stieb 3, Sanchez 4, Zito 5. Oh, right. Good part. Good catch there, Tom. Yeah, let's put it how it originally was, because in the form it said Steve was going to be number 5. So There was a question about how many wins he would get, so we're going to keep it there. Good catch. All right, let's save this. And also in the hitting, again, Belliard, it said on the Google form that he was not starting. So just to show you, Raphael Belliard is in white, so he does not have a starting role. All right. We are good. The San Francisco Giants. Let's play out the first month. See how fast the sim engine is here. Might have to put it on do not disturb if it keeps interrupting me here. All right, let's take a look at the season predictions here. Based on the lineup we started with, it's got the San Francisco Giants finishing in first place with 91 wins. So that's pretty accurate, right? In real life, they had, what was it, 92 or 94? Let me check that out there. In real life, they had 92, and the sim engine is predicting they get 91. None of the top hitters from San Fran. And pitching, they got Dave Stieb, the number 5 guy, projected to win 14, and Matt Cain projected to win 17. Okay, once again, Dave Stieb showing up to start the year in the number 5 role. Whatever the game does with him after that, that's up to the game. Roster should be okay, right? No, thank you. Non-roster invites on their active roster. Days open. Hey, has to be demoted now. Oh, got to be on the 40 man. Oh, game. Why are you making this so? Probably the 2 players I added, Stieb and Belliard, probably got to be on the 40 man. There we go. Does that work? Yes. Okay. The Matrix is off. San Francisco Giants off to a great start. They're 9-4. They've hit double digits, 12-7, 13-8 right now. Okay, after the first month, they are second in the NL West Division. 2.5 games behind the Padres. And first in the wild card. So currently playoff bound. Here is your pitching. Tim Lincecum has started off cold for the Giants. What's going on, Crash? He is 0-5 to start the year off. Matt Cain 3-1, Sanchez 2-1, Barry Zito's 2-2, and Dave Stieb is 4-0 as the number 5 pitcher. Here's Dave Stieb's ratings. This is based on his 26-year-old year when 1983-84. Dave Stieb we've got. So Dave Stieb is hot. Tim Lincecum is not. Yeah, must have had played against those St. Louis Cardinals. In terms of our batting statistics, we got Buster Posey hitting 289. Freddie Sanchez is hitting 303. Sandoval has 2 home runs and 317 average. Raphael Belliard in limited play is hitting 450. That's what your Raphael Belliard looks like as a 30-year-old. And we've got 247 for Andre Torres. Otherwise, nothing else too outstanding. Sandoval, Sanchez, Buster Posey, top 3 in hits. And let's check the overall leaderboard. Do we have any Giants on the leaderboard? Go to NL. Torres, currently third in WAR in the NL. Dave Stieb as the best FIP at 2.21. Way to go, Dave. They did you right. And Brian Wilson, second in saves in the NL with 7. You have to bench 3, Monterre Don. If you have 10 players, you got to bench 3. Just successfully boosted a silver. The boost animation is slick. I tried it once with a 1% opportunity just to see what it would look like. I failed. But yeah, it kind of shakes the card around a little bit and then tells you if you're successful. So I'll have to see what that animation looks like when you are successful. All right, let's go ahead one more month. We're in the matrix here with the 2010 San Francisco Giants as they try to make the playoffs with Dave Stieb and Raphael Belliard. This matrix brought to you by Crash SF Giants. All right, after May, they are currently sitting at 26-24, second in the NL West, 6.5 behind the Padres, and now they're 2 games out of the wild card. So as things stand right now, Captain Kegleg wins the contest. He's the only one that said San Fran would not be in a playoff position. Stat-wise, Tim Lincecum is 2-7. Matt Cain is 4-3. Sanchez 3-2. Barry Zito is 4-4. And Dave Stieb is ripping it up. 7-1 as the number 5 pitcher. He took his first loss a couple games ago. May 21st, Dave Stieb gets his first loss. Wow, he never plays well in the base game. He's ripping it up here. On the leaderboard, after May, we've got no Giants amongst our batting leaders, and we have Brian Wilson tied for first in saves. Giants are second in defensive efficiency, and that's it. Your batting average leader is David Freese, 357. Home run leader in the NL is, which Jones is this? Garrett Jones. Derek Lee leading in RBIs with 49. And stolen bases, Raphael Furkel and Will Venable with 16. Wins, Halladay from the Phillies, Hanson from the Braves, and Josh Johnson from Florida. Dave Stieb 1 win away from making the leaderboard for wins. Buster Posey currently has a WAR of 1.6 after 2 months. All right, we're going to take our 2-minute break. As we do, I'm going to sim ahead to the All-Star game. We'll see if any Giants make the All-Stars. Back in 2 minutes' time. All right, we're back here with the 2010 San Francisco Giants in the Matrix, designed by Crash SF Giants. If you want to design a Matrix series, you just got to spend your helm biscuits, and you can work with me and we can design one and we can play it at some point over the next couple of weeks. This is the 2010 Giants with the addition of Raphael Belliard from the 1992 Braves and the 1984 Dave Stieb as part of the San Francisco Giants. We're at the All-Star break. We see a few achievements here by San Francisco. 7 consecutive K streak by Tim Lincecum. We have Pitcher of the Month going to Barry Zito, who won Pitcher of the Month in June. Wow, did not expect that. And they were on a 10-game winning streak, at least a 10-game winning streak for San Francisco. So they look like they had a pretty good June going for them. And as the game says, nice. Yes, T. Davis, 13 total from the Braves, the Giants, and the Jays. There it is one more time. If you don't have 13, you have to bench one player that is not a Braves, Jays, or Giants for each one that you're short. So I ended up with 11. I had to bench 2. If you end up with 9, you got to bench 4. Or if you're like Ezra and you got all 13, you don't have to bench anyone. It could be Boston Braves or Atlanta Braves. It could be San Francisco Giants or New York Giants. Long as it says Giants. And again, that bounty is based on this matrix that we're playing. Okay, let's go find out. San Francisco. What kind of month did you have? Tim Lincecum recovering a little bit. His ERA has dropped now. He's 6-9. Matt Cain 7-5. Jonathan Sanchez 5-4. But it's the bottom of the rotation, Crash. Barry Zito is 11-4, and Dave Stieb is 11-4. The number 4 and 5 pitchers are really saving the season for San Francisco. 24 saves for Brian Wilson. And Santiago Castilla having a good bullpen session too. He's 129 for the ERA and 21 innings work. Your hitters, Pablo Sandoval has 92 hits, only 5 home runs. Buster Posey has 11 home runs. And John Bowker. Do you remember him much, Crash? Because this is not a name that sounds familiar to me. John Bowker. Only played 3 years in San Francisco, so looks like he was traded during the season. Do you remember who they got in return for him? Or did they trade from Pittsburgh? It's hard to tell from these stats if they traded him or if they got him. It looks like they traded him to Pittsburgh because he played the next season there. So in 2010, with the Giants, he was only hitting 207. The beauty of this game is they get a fresh start, and he's hitting 212. So way to go, John. You've improved your batting average by 0.05. But he's got a lot of home runs, so he's got some power. War-wise, Buster Posey's hitting at 2.3 about midway through the season. In the standings, your San Francisco Giants are still in second place, 6 games back from the Padres, but they have retaken the number 1 wild card position. So schedule-wise, they've had a really strong, don't want to look at that one. Let's go to schedule. Can't see the schedule here. Where do they show the schedule? There it is. So really strong June. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 losses in June. That brought them back up into the playoff race. Let's go check out our All-Stars. Did any Giants make the All-Star game? We will find out. Your NL All-Stars from 2010. Hannigan and McCann. Torabella and Dunn, Prince Fielder, Adrian Gonzalez, Albert Pujols and Joey Votto, Brandon Phillips, Chase Utley, Ricky Weeks and Scott Rowland, David Wright, Troy Tulowitzki, Matt Holliday, Angel Pajan, Andre Torres, there's your Giants representative, hitting 273. Shane Victorino, Fukudome, and Carlos Gonzalez. And in the pen, we've got Carpenter, Halliday, Johnson, Latos, San Diego. We've got Ross Allendorf, Oswalt, Stauffer, Bentoncourt, Vasquez, Heath Bell, Broxton, and your closer, Brian Wilson. So 2 San Francisco Giants will make the All-Star game. Brian Wilson with 24 saves on the season, and Mr. Pajan. Okay, let's play to the next month. Chat is working, but not Twitch. What's not working for Twitch-wise, Montero? The stream or the drops? So Bowker, Torres, and Schiertzholz all played right field, and he was traded for a reliever in real life. He was their opening day starter. Okay, we're into August 1st now. Again, another 10-game win streak, this time for a specific pitcher, Barry Zito. Let's look at Barry. Barry Zito is 12-5, and he had a 10-game win streak. 32-year-old Barry Zito. Also, 9 quality game streak by Tim Lincecum. So Tim Lincecum has found his game. Back in 2010, Barry Zito had 9 wins. Well, he's going to crash that. He's got 12 already. So August 1st, Lincecum has 9 wins, Matt Cain 10, Sanchez 5. Sanchez really not getting a lot of decisions. Does he have low stamina? Yeah, that might be the factor. Barry Zito and Dave Stieb lead the team with 12 wins apiece. Do they make the leaderboard? Nope. Brian Wilson tied with the save lead with Caps from Washington. Tim Lincecum has stormed now into second place in WAR, and the Giants are second in runs against, first in defensive efficiency, second in ERA, and second in strikeouts. Standing wise, your Giants are 2.5 games. They're storming up there, only 2.5 out of the division lead, and they have a 6-game lead in the wild card. So looking good for those of you that said the Giants would make the playoffs. Captain Kegleg, your chances of winning are dropping with each game that's played. So definitely it looks like the Padres and Giants. Oh, you have to jet at 4:30? Yeah, we're going to raid over to the commish shortly after. So we'll be done quickly. We'll go a little quicker. You can catch the VOD later if you want to see how it finishes off. Thanks again for using your Hound Biscuits there, Crash. Have a wonderful night. All the best to you and your family. Enjoy the evening. Yeah, Brent, when you need some help in a few weeks, once kind of the hype dies down a little bit with the new game, I'd be glad to help you. Just send me a DM on Discord. 16-game shutout streak by Brian Wilson ends. We also have nothing earned. 24-game streak without a run by Brian Wilson, and 23-game save streak. So Brian Wilson having a career year in San Francisco. And look at this, Crash, just before you have to go. The Giants on September the 1st are tied with the Padres. Padres have 2 games in hand, but they are tied for the division lead. And the wild card is not a race anymore. I think the Padres are almost a lock. They have a 13.5 game lead in the wild card. Let's go to the end of the regular season. Did it come down to the wire between them and the Padres? Is the game playing out like it should? Or was it another team? Well, they heard you, and now they're starting to tank a little bit. Giants won the division on the final day. Well, if the season ended September 1st, we would have had a playoff game or a play-in game. Well, they at the 148 game mark, they're 5.5 back, but they still lead the wild card. Let's go to the end of the month, see if they can make up some ground. Doesn't look like it. And almost at the end of the month, they have clinched. They are in the playoffs. Five games back. All right, here we are going to the playoffs. Let's look at the final standings here just before Crash has to leave. Yeah, this is 100. All games have been played now. They finished 4 back of the Padres, so very close to what we saw in real life. Not a very big margin. They will be the number 1 wild card seed. Philadelphia and the Cubs 12 games back. Actually, at this time there was only 1 wild card, wasn't there? So they get the wild card spot. And looks like they will have to play. Do they play the worst team? I don't know who they play. Either Washington, the Reds, or the Padres. Well, at the end of the season, Tim Lincecum has a better than 500 record. He's 14-12. Remember, he started off 0-5, and now he's 14-12. Matt Cain has 14 wins. Jonathan Sanchez 11, but it's Barry Zito 16-8 and Dave Stieb 18-7 that lead the way for the Giants. What a season for Dave Stieb, in for Cy Young contention. Look at the leaderboard here with the Giants. Lincecum leads the league in strikeouts. Sanchez second in strikeouts. Brian Wilson second in saves, and Tim Lincecum second in FIP. Giants second in runs against, first in defensive efficiency, first in starter ERA, and second in strikeouts. What a great season. Record-wise, the Giants will finish with 95 wins, 3 more than they got in real life. But when you add Dave Stieb, you're likely to get a few more wins. All right, well, let's go to the playoffs. Let's find out how the Giants can do in the playoffs. They will play San Diego. Lincecum against Stauffer in game 1. The Padres win 5-0. Game 2 is Matt Cain versus Matt Latos. We got a couple Matts. San Francisco wins 5-2. This is a best of 5. Game 3, as we head to San Francisco, is going to be Clayton Richard for the Padres up against Sanchez. San Francisco wins 7-4. We go to game 4, John Garland against Barry Zito. And the San Francisco Giants win game 4 by a score of 10-9, and they will advance in the playoffs. San Francisco will go to the next round. MVP of the wild card is Buster Posey, who finishes with a regular season WAR of 4.9. 4.9. Dave Stieb, by the way, for one of the questions, he ends up with 18 wins. And the other one was Raphael Belliard with RBIs. He will finish with 22 RBIs. 22. And finally, Pablo Sandoval, home runs. He has 11. 11 home runs. All right. The Giants will take on Washington in the league championship series. Dave Stieb going up against J.D. Martin in game 1. Actually, no, it's Lincecum. Lincecum, and the Nationals win 7-1. Crash, did Washington have a good team back then? Were they a contender? Game 2 is going to be Stieb and J.D. Martin. Oh, it's Matt Cain and Stamen. San Francisco wins 8-2. We head off to San Francisco. Hernandez up against Sanchez. Sanchez takes it 3-1 for the Giants. They hold a 2-1 lead over Washington. Game 4, J.D. Martin goes up against Barry Zito. And San Fran wins it 6-3. The Giants with the 3-1 lead in the league championship series. Game 5, Steven Strasburg against Dave Stieb. Strasburg 2-0. Stieb has not yet pitched in the playoffs. Finals, baby. It is the finals. Dave Stieb gets the win in a 5-0, a 3-hitter. Dave Stieb goes the distance, only allowing 3 hits. He's the player of the game, and your San Francisco Giants from 2010 are going to the finals, where they are going to play either the Yankees or the Rays. We're going to a Game 7, and the Yankees will take Game 7 over Tampa Bay. We have San Francisco Yankees in the finals, in the World Series. Game 1, Tim Lincecum against Andy Pettitte. Giants win Game 1 of the World Series 2-1. We go to Game 2. Matt Cain versus A.J. Burnett. Yankees come back to win 7-3. We head to San Francisco for the next 3 games. First game in San Fran is going to be CC Sabathia against Jonathan Sanchez. San Francisco wins it 2-1. Yankees score 1 in the 9th. But Sanchez gets the win. Baumgartner holds it. Romo holds it. Affeldt gets the hold. And Brian Wilson gets his 7th save of the playoffs. 7 saves for Brian Wilson. 2-1 Giants. Game 4, Phil Hughes, Barry Zito. Giants take it 3-2. We are tied up at 2. Last game in San Francisco. Game number 5. Andy Pettitte, Dave Stieb. What a matchup. And the Giants take it 9-3. Juan Urube is your player of the game. Dave Stieb gets the win. Castilla, Moto, and Affeldt finish it off. We go to game number 6. Back to New York. Tim Lincecum, A.J. Burnett. Oh, yeah. We are doing this. Going into the game, inning by inning, we have to watch. Deciding game. Let's see if we can make it happen. Try this first. And again, if you have to run Crash, by all means, catch this on the VOD. There we go. We're ready. Are you guys hearing any of the baseball, any of the game sound? I don't know if it plays a sound or not. It might not. Inning by inning. 0-0 after 1. Zeros after 2. Scoreless after 3. Game 6, World Series 2010 Giants up against the Yankees. We head to the 5th inning. The Yankees score 1 in the bottom of the 4th. And the Yankees blow it open with 3 runs, 4-0. Giants get 1 in the top of the 6th. We head to the 7th inning. Nothing for the Giants. 3 more for the Yankees. And folks, we are going to game number 7 after an 11-1 victory for the New York Yankees. 11-1 for the Yankees. Game 7 in New York, Matt Cain against CC Sabathia. Crash, if you're still listening, I'll let you decide. Do we sim it from this screen here, or do we go in the game and watch it inning by inning? You make the call. Oh, he can't stay to watch. Well, Crash, I'm sure you're checking this out on the VOD. Oh, man, what bad timing. You had to leave and pick up the child. Oh, what a time to have to leave. Well, game 7, we have Matt Cain going up against CC Sabathia. Timmy, you had a chance to win it. You couldn't get it done. Sanchez is rested. Barry Zito, 68%. Oh, man, it's too bad Crash isn't here because does he want to go Matt Cain or Jonathan Sanchez against the Yankees? Okay, well, we're just going to go and play it out. Yankees-Giants Game 7 of the 2010 World Series. Brent, I will contact you for your ideas with the Matrix. We'll get something worked out. I don't mind if you bring Dave Stieb back at all. Not at all. Okay, here we go, folks. Game 7 of the World Series 2010 between your San Francisco Giants and the New York Yankees. On the mound for the New York Yankees is CC Sabathia. On the mound for your San Francisco Giants is Matt Cain. We're going to jump ahead to the 4th inning. The Yankees have a 2-1 lead. We're going to jump ahead to the 6th. Crash. Guess what? It is 8-2 after inning number 7. Oh, Crash. Let's go to the bottom of the 8th. In fact, let's go right to the 9th. This is not even close. It is 10-2. Let's watch the New York Giants or the San Francisco Giants take out the Yankees. Pablo Sandoval at the plate. Let's see some of these new animations. That one's popped up. The third baseman grabs that easily. John Bowker on at the plate. 1 out, top of 9. Bowker strikes out. Edgar Renteria at the plate for San Francisco, the DH. We're in an AL ballpark. DH is in play. 2 out in the 9th inning. And he takes a walk, low and outside. Giants with a runner on. 7th game of the World Series 2010. Nate Shearholtz at the plate. Park with the delivery, and Shearholtz puts that one into center field. Runner holds at second. 2 out, 2 on. Andre Torres, All-Star Andre Torres. He made the All-Star game. He is at the plate. He swings deep into right field, and that one falls in front of the right fielder. That is going to score 1 run. 2 runs come in. Stand-up double for Torres, and it is 12-2. Freddie Sanchez at the plate. He strikes out. We are going to the bottom of the 9th inning. In Game 7 of the World Series, Denny Bautista looking to mop up here. Curtis Granderson swings. What? Oh, shortstop knocked it down, but Rube cannot get it over to first in time. Jorge Posada at the plate. Runner safe at first. Bautista delivers. Another throw down to first. Runner is safe. Weird trying to hold the runner with a 12-2 lead, but okay. That one swung. What a grab by the right fielder. Let's check out the animation on that one. Let's see if it's the same as last year. What we got for an animation? Yeah, pretty close to the same thing. 1 out for Marcus Thames. Drives it into right field, and another outstanding defensive play by Shearholtz. 2 great plays here in the 9th inning. Brett Gardner at the plate. Gardner swings left field. Caught. There you have it, folks. The Matrix has given the San Francisco Giants the World Series in 7 games over the New York Yankees. So it played out very close to how it did in real life. It went down to the wire for the division West lead in the NL, and the San Francisco Giants will take it in Game 7. Giants win Game 1, Game 3, and Game 5. This was an odd even series. The Yankees would win all the even number games. The Giants win the odd number games. And your World Series MVP is Juan Urube. Way to go, Juan. Congratulations. Okay, we are going to sim right up until the awards. Let's find out if any San Francisco Giants win any of the major hardware. Then we'll find out who our prediction winner is. And Brent, yes, I will get a hold of you by DM. We'll give it a week and a bit once the new game comes out. And then I'll ask you the year. I'll ask you the players you want on the team, which team you want to use, and we'll do something similar. Okay, game is just saving up here. So our first Matrix viewer designed series here, and using the new game engine to play it out. It does seem to take a little bit longer to work through this, which weird. Doing a lot of different database saves here. Well, I don't think there were any award questions anyway, but we'll give it one more minute. In fact, I'm going to just take a quick 1 minute break here while it's doing that. We'll be back to close out the show. We'll raid into Nurse Shabenko. You can get your OOTP 24 drops there. It doesn't look like the commish is running tonight. So we'll be back in 1 minute. All right, here we go. Here is your award winners for the 2010 season. As you see at the bottom, the San Francisco Giants will take the championship over the New York Yankees. The Yankees, who won it in 2009, will return to the World Series, but they are taken down in 7 games by the Giants. In terms of awards, go back to league history. National League Award winners, Albert Pujols, his 4th MVP in 2010. Josh Johnson from the Florida Marlins will be your Cy Young winner. Josh Johnson with 19 wins, 9 losses. Your Rookie of the Year, Giancarlo Stanton from the Florida Marlins wins the Rookie of the Year in this version. And your reliever of the year from the Atlanta Braves is Billy Wagner. Yes, not the Houston Billy Wagner, 38-year-old Billy Wagner will have, what's he have here? 2010, he ends up with 33 saves, a 1.48 ERA, and a 2.9 WAR. What a season for the Eldster. In the American League, we've got Carl Crawford from Tampa Bay as your MVP, 29-year-old. Felix Hernandez, Cy Young winner for Seattle. He finishes with a 19-3 record in this sim. 19-3 and a league-leading 2.61 ERA. Brennan Boesch is your AL Rookie of the Year from the Detroit Tigers. And your reliever of the year from the Oakland A's, 26-year-old Andrew Bailey, 35 saves, 1.96 ERA. There you go. Those are your MVPs, your awards. And I guess we should look if the Giants won any of the minor awards. Why not? We're here. Did they win any of the Platinum Sticks? Halladay, McCann, Pujols, Weeks, Zimmerman for call from the Dodgers, Halladay, McCutchen, and Gonzalez. Gold gloves go to Latos. So San Francisco, or no, it's San Diego. Keep thinking he's on San Fran. Molina, Gonzalez, Phillips, Polanco, Tulowitzki, Ross Victorino. Well, we do get one San Francisco Award winner. That is the Gold Glove or the Great Glove at right field. Okay, we're going to save this up, and we're going to go over and find out who our 10-pack winner is. Okay, let's go to the sheet. Let's put it on the screen. Again, stay tuned tomorrow. Paul Sporer will be on with a Twipped-like episode where he's going to go through some of the content for the new game that comes out on Friday. Again, less than 48 hours away before OOTP 25 officially launches on a computer near you. OOTP Go, for those wondering, will be out within a couple weeks. That was the last word, is probably by the beginning of April, we should see a version of OOTP Go for Android or for your iPhone. And the Hall of Fame and the road to, what's that called? The road to the drive for the pennant. Those two features should be out within a couple weeks too. All right, first, let's create a filter. Remove it first, create a filter. Oops, we got to get rid of all these old ones here. You know what? Let's just undo that. Go. All right, these were all the entries from today. Will the Giants win? How do I create a new filter? Remove. Yeah, it's not going to let me do that. Okay, let me get rid of all these old guesses. Delete. One more. Delete. All right, first one. Will the Giants make the postseason? They did. I'm going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. Will the Giants make the postseason? They did, so we're going to eliminate Captain Kegleg. Sorry. Question 2, how many RBIs? How many RBIs will Raphael Belliard have in the regular season? He ended up with 22 RBIs. Get rid of GT. Get rid of Stroker Ace. I know there's a simpler way of probably doing this, but we're doing it this way. J Shaps. Commander Solo. And next question. How many wins, I believe that is will the Giants get? The Giants ended up with 95 wins. 95. So Crash SF Giants gets eliminated. We're down to 6. How many wins will Dave Stieb get? He got 18. So everyone stays alive because no one predicted 18. How many home runs for Pablo Sandoval? I think it was 11. Let me double check that. He had 11 home runs. So we get rid of these two teams. Stat Mitchell and Dry Creek Trash Pandas. Eliminated. Down to 4. How many wins for Tim Lincecum? I believe Timmy had 14 wins for Tim Lincecum. There we go. GCAM 62. GCAM 62. Congratulations. You have won this version of the Matrix. Double check. Will the Giants make the postseason? Yes. How many RBIs for Belliard? He had 22. How many wins for the Giants? They had 95. No one got the wins for Lincecum. How many home runs? 11 for Sandoval. And the tiebreaker, how many wins for Tim Lincecum? He had 14. If we had to go to the final tiebreaker, it was the war for Buster Posey, which was 4.9, but we didn't need to get there. So congratulations, GCAM. I've got your username right here, GCAM62. We'll send your name off and 10 packs heading your way. And the bounty probably never ended up being fired, did it? Let me check here. I don't think it did. GCAM's still in the house. Good to see you. All right, guys, I'm going to send you over to Nershabenko. You can continue catching your drops there. Huge thank you to a few people here. First of all, thank you to Crash SF Giants for designing our Matrix series today. Again, if you want to design a Matrix series, just use up your hand biscuits. Contact me and we'll figure something out. Brent is next up on deck. He wants to design a series that'll take place in the next couple of weeks. Tomorrow, Paul Sporer on Twipped at some point, and the new game coming out in less than 48 hours. Thank you, guys. Strange week, weird week. Congratulations again to Ezra Denny for winning our early bird draw. Catch you tomorrow. Enjoy the night. Remember, download the latest build of the beta if you haven't done that yet. A second version came out today, adding a few things, fixing a few things. We're here for a good time, not a long time, so have a good time. The sun can't shine every day. Laptop pound. We'll see you next episode.
A very good friend of mine told me something the other day. I'd like to pass it on to you. I believe what he said to be true. He said we're here for a good time, not a long time. So have a good time. The sun can't shine every day, and the sun is shining in this rainy city, and the sun is shining. Oh, well, isn't it a pity? And every year has its share of tears, but every now and then it's gotta rain. We're here for a good time.